Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Enlightenment. Is that Italian? Are you picking up Italian now?
So Italian.
What? Is it?
Restart, yeah.
In that category as well.
Really?
Please restart.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Enlightenment.
Enlightenment.
How many episodes do we have now?
I think we got 4 episodes.
Okay, yeah. Sorry for the long delay. Our camera lady was sick, so she couldn't, commit. Anyway, today we have a special guest. We'll let him introduce himself.
My name is Tatenda. Some of you might know me as MANLIKETATS from TikTok.
Wow.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're to bring you a superstar today. Not just does he do TikTok, he also plays soccer. MPO kind of player right here.
Facts.
Wicked winger, plays in the middle too. Should look him up. His highlights are on YouTube. What's your YouTube account?
MANLIKETATS.
Okay, go check it out. Anyway, today we have Delph as well.
Of course.
I don't know why he's quiet. I think he's starstruck at this point.
You know it is.
Delph, can you please introduce the topic?
The topic today. What is the topic? The topic today. It's very interesting. I reckon. Because I think it's everything that's going on around youth right now.
Yeah, I think it's everything that every guy wants to talk about, but can't really voice it.
You reckon?
Yes.
Without getting backlash.
Exactly, because if you talk about it, you're looking down upon and all this. So it's like, but then at the same time, what's the point if that kind of that gender? Let's just say that gender is putting you down as well. Like, do they feel the same way? Do they get the same backlash? Because when they do it, it's just.
I think.
What do you guys say, man?
Yeah.
Are we gonna introduce what the topic exactly is, or are we talking around it at the moment?
Do you want to introduce it?
Introduce it, man.
I'll introduce it. Basically, the topic is
Speak a bit louder.
why do females, not most, some females feel the need to screenshot when someone has entered their DMs, in a particular way, whether that's a pickup line, whether it's someone that they think is in a lower league than them, whether, just all types of reasons. Like, is there a reason to it? Or is it just for the fun and games?
Wow.
And why does it need to end up on stories if it's just fun and games?
Yeah, or on social media.
Yes.
Why does it need to circulate?
Maybe we can.
Took us long enough.
Maybe we can start by breaking this whole question down. I reckon. Why do women have that need to do that at the start?
Okay. Nah, I feel like for some people who don't understand what we're talking about is in simple terms. When a guy messages a girl and then that girl feels some type of way, whether she wants to get more followers or more fans using that guy's name, or she's just up herself and she just wants to show that, hey, I get guys in my DMs. Yeah. But so does every other girl.
Yeah. So
when a guy messages a girl and then that girl screenshots that message or that transcript, good word. Puts it, and then they put it on social media for everyone else to see and laugh at the guy. I don't know if they put it on for people to laugh at the guy or just to, I don't know. What's the point? Why are they putting it on there?
I think you wanna go first?
I don't see why. If I use an example of mine, which happened very recently. So obviously I was just trying out some pickup lines. Listen, maybe those pickup lines shouldn't have been said, but that day, I was feeling a bit risky. You get those days when you feel a bit risky.
Yeah, you feeling like Idris Elba.
So and then I sent that message. 10 minutes later, I'm seeing it on people's screenshot stories and memes to help that as well. So I just wanted to know, why would that person feel the need to? Maybe it was the pickup line. Maybe it was the response that I gave back. She was like, ha ha ha. look at what he said to me. But to send to my friends that she knows that are my friends, to go ahead and then expose that type of, if you don't want to talk to me, just you can just say that. That's fine. I won't be butthurt because it's life. You move on.
Okay. We have more time. You keep going. So I don't get it. How did that make you feel though? Like when you started seeing the thing that the screenshot trending, how did that make you feel? Honestly, it was embarrassment because it was like, what, they don't want me to. Is that wrong? Is it wrong to? No, it's not wrong.
It's not.
Of course.
Do you think it's because my thought is when you're a big person, when you sort of have clout, right?
Yeah.
I think people would want to use that, to gain clout because I think that's why a lot of let's just say girls. I'm not attacking women, but
some girls
they do that to men that are quite up there. They try to expose them in that way so that they gain a bit of clout. I think.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that happen. I'm trying to say that that's the case. It could be the case.
I reckon it's the case, man.
but legit, it looks like it's the case. There's no way around it. If you are a female and you've done this before and you feel like what we're talking about here is not the case or was not the case in your situation, come to us and we can talk to you right here and you can explain yourself. But what we see, we work with what we see and what we feel. Just like you screenshotting it for you to get whatever you're getting, which is what we don't know. We're trying to decipher here. Give me some.
Another big word.
I'm telling you, man.
Okay.
So come and talk to us. Reach out to us on our page, The Enlightenment on Instagram. We don't mind talking about these things with both parties involved.
Yeah.
But for this one, we are really talking about our boy here. You got done dirty. Me, I didn't like it because after that, I won't lie. There are some people who texted me the screenshots.
Wow.
And then I don't know what they expected me to do. They expected me to laugh at you and then send them to you and say, oh, look, why did you do this and this? But at the end of the day, I don't want to put my brother down. So if without you even knowing, I would defend you. So I asked, where's the fun part in this? Where's the funny bit? I didn't see the funny bit.
Do you think that's the other thing that sort of messed up in this sort of like generation where like if they see something like that, people are very quick to put it on their stories and pretty much just join in on like in that sort of trend.
Yeah, you know what you're saying. I'd say I can't lie. I fell into that trap of not saying that I'm a celebrity, but someone with a higher following had followed me or I was like, wow. I screenshotted the following. I was like, oh boys, like look who followed me, type of thing, But in terms of like messages, like I try to keep that private, and I just think no matter who you think someone is, who you think you are. I think that everything should stay between whoever you're talking to because it's your private life.
The other thing is it's a DM. It's a private message. It's not like on a post or anything.
If I wanted people to see, I would have made a group chat
and then just message you in the group chat.
Just message you in the group chat.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Also, I wanted to look at it from a perspective of why are people's friends laughing at it? Like, why are you laughing at your friend when someone does that? Shouldn't you be supportive towards your friend?
Yeah. But then you got to ask yourself, are those your friends or are those your acquaintances?
So think about your life.
Think about your life. Like, yeah.
Too many acquaintances out here, man.
But
you could say that.
It is what it is. It happens.
But in all legitness though, we actually need to get someone. if we get the lady that screenshotted your direct message, that would even be better because she can explain why she did it. But if we get someone else who has done it before or who is doing it or who's thinking of doing it to actually come and talk to us about it, I feel like we have a different perspective of it. But with the friends, I don't feel like those are really your friends.
Your friends, yeah.
It's a thing where we joke around. I can tell you, oh, Delph, you have a big head. Or I can tell you, oh, on the podcast, your voice sounds funny. And we are just making jokes, right?
Yeah, facts.
But then it's another thing when you talk about things that affect the feelings.
Right.
Like, if you've told me before, oh man, I don't feel good when I'm on the pitch. I don't feel good kicking with my left foot. And then I keep hammering you about that left foot. I'm not encouraging you. I'm just hammering you, so I'm putting you down. Encouragement is, oh, let's go work out on your left foot. This training that me and you are doing, let's go train on this, train only on your left foot. That's more encouragement rather than I take a video of you shooting on your left and then I post it so people can laugh. Like, that's just bollocks.
And then get like my other friends to laugh at it as well.
Exactly,
It's like,
it's a mess.
It is.
So with that being said, can this be taken in a context as well of people not really being supportive of whatever you're doing? Because as soon as they see a chance to bring you down, they take it.
They're on it.
Like I was saying, that whole clout chasing.
It happens in everything though. It happens it could happen in this. It can happen in the sport you play. It's happened to me in the sport I'm playing. I'm sure it's happened to you.
I'm kind of a big player.
Oh yeah. You know what I mean? It's happened to you. Just people you thought you were friends with.
Yeah.
They just take every opportunity to
hit you when you're down,
to make you feel some type of way.
Damn.
Yeah, I've realized also that these days people do it unknowingly because it's something that's in their heads now. Like, we're playing for the same team, we play in the same positions, we are friends. If you start telling me bollocks about how I'm not scoring goals, how I'm not doing this, how I'm not doing this, what good is that making to me? Besides making me doubt my skill and myself, my ability,
I mean, it could depend on how it's being said at the end of the day, but
but like, you can tell, man. You can tell.
There's a difference
by the way it's been said. If it's said in a negative way, then it's like, what are you doing? But like, if it's said in a way where, like, you sort of like reminding you, hey, you haven't scored a goal in a while, man. Like, I think you should, work on your left foot, a bit more or something. That's
productive.
Yeah.
You should work on your left foot. You should work on your left foot part. If you don't put that in there and just say the first part, that's just negative. I would feel like, so you're judging my game. Do you think you're better than me?
By force.
So it's like, as friends, you should be pushing each other instead of bringing each other down. Whenever you see an opportunity to defend your friend or to laugh at them, pick right. Choose right.
So think about your life.
Because after that, you're going to need to be friends. Who wants to have a friend who's down in confidence? No one.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you a perfect example for this, right?
Tell us the story.
Me and you.
Yeah.
When did we start this podcast?
Can't remember, actually. A couple of months ago.
How many of your friends on Instagram and on Facebook or whatever have liked the page?
That's a tough one, isn't it? Not many, I would say. Not many.
Why not?
I don't know, man.
But they'll support you when you're making millions.
If this podcast was out there airing on TV, your friends will be texting you wanting to be on the podcast. But just because you are still at the bottom, that's where people forget that this is where you see who's going to be with you after. Because some of my friends, how many people have you texted on the page saying, "Can you be a guest or whatever?"
Oh.
And they just leave you on scene, or they don't reply, or they just say, "Oh no, sorry, I'm busy."
Yeah.
Even sometimes, some people are actually busy. We're not gonna take that away. People are actually busy, but it's just it's support, a like, a share. You share memes every day. Do you even know the guy who made the meme?
Nah.
You don't.
Yeah.
Why can't you just go on the Enlightenment, get a part that you like, and then screen record that, and then you use that as your meme?
Share it.
Because it's Delve's face. You're not gonna do it.
People would rather support people they don't know.
They don't know.
Than people than they do. Yeah.
Wow. I think that's another topic of itself, man. Dang.
But legit, this situation that we're talking about with the ladies that screenshot the bollocks, it's ladies that you know. It's ladies that know you. It's not someone from, let's say you take someone from America on Instagram. They're not going to screenshot that bollocks. Why?
They don't care.
Exactly. Why are they screenshotting
It's not
that?
going to help them. No one's going to see it.
So it's the people that you know. There's jokes, and there's a fine line between jokes and putting someone down. And that's what people need to understand. I've seen it in the generation of the 2000s.
Wow.
That generation right there.
Yeah.
Everyone is trying to climb on someone to be something. So every chance you get, we might be joking. You might feel like you're joking. It's engraved. You might feel like you're joking, but you're actually putting someone down without knowing it.
Wow. Free speech, huh?
Exactly. I'm entitled to free speech, but why? Why are you telling me bollocks?
That's not going to help you.
And if I walk away, no, you're being rude.
Yeah.
And you walk away, if you're saying it to someone, that person's walking away. They might be smiling, joking, laughing with you, but they're walking away different.
When they get home, exactly. Okay, so we want you to tell us an example of someone who put you down in soccer. We're gonna blast them on here so they know.
We'll blast them on
Wow.
here.
Yes,
Okay.
so they know.
So there's a couple.
Wow.
Just tell
Names
us.
and everything.
Tell us the story first,
Okay, so
and then we'll see if the name needs to come out.
Okay, so this year, soccer, new club, new position, a position I was not familiar with.
Tell us about your footballing,
Okay,
journey
so
first of all.
my juniors, I played at Blue Eagles. All my juniors, from under sixes to the first team.
Dang.
So
Let's see.
yeah, under sixes to the first team, and then last year? Well, this year I moved to Croydon Kings for the 2020 season. They didn't know my position. They just saw what they saw when I was playing first team at Blue Eagles. And at Blue Eagles, they'll just chuck me out wide because I was quick. But I'm naturally a midfielder. Or I was a midfielder. So this year, Croydon put me on the wing because that's what they saw.
That's what they saw.
And I was playing on the wing. Wasn't how do I say? What's that word? I wasn't adapted to the wing. So I felt like myself. I was just lost. So I wasn't scoring goals. I wasn't assisting. The whole year, I didn't score a goal or assist.
Wow.
They knew this. My friends knew this because I'm not gonna hide. If I don't score, I'm not gonna lie. I just say I didn't score.
Yeah.
So these people decided to be like, oh, shout out to everyone. This was the AFCON when they're T, did you score this year? No. Laughing. His only goal was at AFCON. This and that. Listen,
He had one goal in the whole season. Why would you laugh about
guys, you're laughing.
Oh
Keep
my
going.
days.
So they're laughing. Next thing you know, memes are being created.
Wow.
Memes even.
Wow.
Memes.
Wow.
That takes effort.
It was effort. They even got my stats from the FFSA page
Damn.
and got it. They got it. They said this was to tend this whole season, and then the next slide was a kid laughing, and I said, "Wow."
So question, you actually have haters. That's
Yeah.
cool. Sort of.
Like it motivates me, but it's also like what are you trying to do? Because I see it on multiple people's stories and
Stories,
everything, and
yeah.
I'm just like, what are you trying to achieve here? Okay, good job, you scored. You don't look good putting someone else down.
Yeah.
You don't look good doing that.
Nah.
So, I just said,
I just heard you say it motivates you, but it doesn't work that way with everyone, and it doesn't always work that way.
Yeah.
There's some players where if you screenshot their stats for the whole season, they'll just die. Like the next season, you won't see him. Like he's not there.
Yeah.
And you are not going to know what kind of player you're talking to.
Yeah.
It comes down to the player knowing himself, right? Also, I wanted to ask a question, guys. This might be controversial.
What do you want to ask, champ?
Sorry if you get kicked out of your clubs. But do you think that in Australian football, black people are just chucked in positions where they need pace?
Yep.
I reckon it's either pace or endurance.
I think it's pace or defending.
Oh, okay.
You have to be strong in the back. Boom, boom, boom. And then pace. Like, why do you think that is?
Every single club that I've been to, the first question or the second question they've asked me is that, oh, you must be quick, eh?
What if I'm not quick?
What if I'm not quick? They'll be like, yeah, I'm a winger. You must be quick, eh? It's like, I can play other positions.
Yeah.
And with that, you know how we're talking about black players being quick?
Yeah.
I had another friend saying, black people aren't good technically, like professionals too. Like this is they're talking about professional footballers. They said black people aren't technically gifted. White people are the ones that are more technically gifted. We just have pace and strength. And I said, that really doesn't make sense because what you trying to tell me that well, I didn't even know what to say to that because
what do you even say? Well, I mean, what is technique?
And this is an African player too.
Wow.
And but then no, we cannot slam that African player for saying that.
Why?
Because it could have been fed into his head from a young age until now.
Okay.
It might not be his fault. Yeah. Because I feel like the more you train and improve, because I won't lie to you.
Yeah, but what is technique though? Because
technique is things like passing the ball, the switches if you're in the middle, the crossing if you're a winger, the shooting if you're a striker, the defending if you're a defender.
Okay, but so there's certain techniques that all sort of players can utilize on the pitch, right?
Yes.
But like people do them differently. Just because you have to bend your body this way to switch the ball, or have your arm like this while you're running, doesn't mean you don't have technique.
But I don't feel like that's what they're talking about. See, comparison.
Okay.
Lionel Messi.
Okay.
And Wilfred Zaha. Okay. What's the difference?
Pace.
Okay, pace. But
Messi can
takes
dribble.
more touches. Well,
Messi can dribble.
Yeah, but Wilfred Zaha can dribble as well, but just in a different way.
Dribbles, and then boom, he runs.
Messi would take you slowly.
Exactly.
Take you slowly.
Okay. You see?
But are you really going to say...
No, it shouldn't be like that, because then all the African players that are growing up are going to think, pace, I should have pace. And if you don't have pace, you can't make it pro. You see? So they shouldn't feed that into their heads, because from a young age, you should be taught the basics, rather.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you here, on this channel, right now, I feel like I can play A-League. Take me today, give me 2 weeks training with those guys, I can play A-League. Why am I not playing A-League?
I feel like you just need the opportunity. You just need the opportunities.
But we don't have the technique, you see? It's a widespread thing.
It's subjective, man.
Exactly. So when they look at you, you have to show ×2 technique for you to level these players that already have technique according to their brains.
According to their brain, right? Yeah.
we just got to be really, really fast or strong. Because you see in our A-League team, in our Allied United team, you see names like Mohamed Toure. What does he do best?
He runs.
He
runs and he's strong.
Right, yeah.
You see Yaya Dukule, like Toure, the one that was here before now is at MacArthur.
Yeah.
I think he was skillful. He was strong though, and he was quick.
He can dribble as well.
He can dribble.
Yeah.
They're all good. I don't know why they're not being used as examples for something new, you know? Like, these are the new breeds of African players. They can be strong, quick, and they can dribble, they can shoot, they can score, all of this. Why are they not using them? Because these guys are good.
Yeah.
Why aren't they using them as the benchmark, the new benchmark?
Yeah.
It's instead of taking a 35-year-old striker from Sweden or Netherlands or whatever,
for La Liga,
wouldn't you rather go and stay League One and get you a striker that can do all these things, or bring him up in a way that you want? You know.
Yeah.
Also, there's sorry, man.
Go ahead.
There is also another problem where if they come and watch you play, they like what they see, what you're doing there. But when you get into the system, they want you to change and do something different.
That's a Zlatan
which is where most black players are then scratched off from that. Because I'm gonna if you come to Victory, shout out Adelaide Victory. If you come to Victory and then you see me switching the ball, taking on players and all this, and then you take me into your team, and then you tell me no, all you have to do, disrupt play. I don't touch the ball. I'm just disrupting play.
Yeah.
Like, that's not fun for me. You saw me doing these things. If you bring it up, if I bring it up with me, you can have a good time. But it doesn't work like that.
Yeah. It's like they don't want the player that they got. They just want you because people are expecting you that you should be there. But when you get there, they want you to change positions. I've seen it so many times. I've had so many friends that have just started to hate football because of what's happened there. And then they go for a year or a half and then they're back to where they are.
You think that's an Australian thing or...?
I feel like, yes, that is a very Australian thing. Yes, because in England, this is just from me, as this is my assumption. In England, you can play in the Championship and do whatever you want. When a team signs you in the EPL, you're going there to do what they signed you for. If you're going to dribble, you dribble.
That's it.
What does Adama Traore do best?
His pace, his strength. Yeah.
And what does he do in the EPL? They didn't tell him, no, stay here. Whenever they switch the ball, then you run to the left back. No, they didn't. They let him do what he wants.
Yeah.
You see?
It's like they're trying to hold you back here in a type of way.
Exactly. They're trying to hold you back from what you can actually do. You're never going to realize your full potential. And then when you go up, they tell you, oh no, you're not doing this right. You're not doing this right. Because they want you to do that. What you can actually do without them telling you to do, they don't want you to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank MANLIKETATS.
Thank you. No, it's been a pleasure being invited on here and talk about things that aren't really talked about with our friends, things that are real in the world, things how we feel these things, but we have no one to say it. There's no platform to really speak it out. So it was good. It was refreshing. And I feel like when people watch this, they'll be like, like, I know what he's talking about. I know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
They can relate.
They can relate to it.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to thank you for being with us. Stay tuned for more stuff. We've just been moving. As you can see, we have new equipment, you know. We've got new sponsors and all that. Yeah. So we're trying to grow, as you can see. So, yeah, it was nice having you. Like our page, comment, subscribe. Put the notifications on if you want. If you don't, just check out the page every now and then. You will see an update. And peace out.
Peace.